Morning guys, Matt Hancock's here from Body Fit Formula and welcome to week 3 and another episode of my little transformation journey. So we had a few challenges this weekend, it must be said. So I had a family member's 80th birthday on Saturday, and that entailed quite a lot of alcohol, a lot of party food, a pub lunch, so quite a few challenges there when you're on a program like I'm on. And more challenging than I think anything is basically dealing with the questions around what you're doing. So it's funny, you know, you have to say you're not drinking. People ask if you're drinking. No, I'm not drinking at the moment, thank you. And then it's like, why are you not drinking? So it's and then you have to tell people. And then everybody's an expert on weight loss. And, you know, I get it all the time. I don't really want to talk about it, but you do. And then anyway, we got through that. We got through that day. It was a lovely day, by the way. It was really nice because it started so early. It actually finished early, and I then went home and cooked myself a meal and stuck with all my calories and macros. Everything was spot on. So did really well. And then it was my birthday yesterday. So on your birthday, you could have a drink, it's your birthday. Oh, you could have a piece of cake, it's your birthday, have a pudding, you know. So more challenges, it makes it more difficult. But I had a fantastic day, really nice, watched the footy, went out for a 5-mile hike with the family, went out for a pub lunch, even packed in the cinema of the evening and just went out with the wife. So a little bit of a date night, which was lovely. So it was a cracking day, beautiful day. And yeah, what I wanted to say, though, these are the times that are more difficult than ever. Social occasions are the most difficult, and I know I've spoken about it a few in the videos previous, but they are the most difficult. And when you if you're gone on a social occasion and you've weighed yourself and done your measurements and they're not quite where you wanted them to be, it's very, very easy to just give up, right? And I'm not saying my results aren't, I'll talk about that later, but some people, they may have had, their expectations may be too high. Or generally, they may not be weighing themselves every day, and they may have weighed themselves and not got the results that they want on that particular day. And you know, it's so easy to give up. It's so much harder to keep going, yeah? But you've got to keep going. And I think as you learn new skills and develop new skills, things do become easier. So what you need to do is do the little things consistently well. If you're not doing them, that's when you need to start doing them, and instead of giving up, yeah? So schedule your activity, plan your meals in advance. You need to, if you're struggling with time, then get up earlier. Have more time in the day, and you know, reduce your idle TV time. All these things are going to help you with your goals and you know, in succeeding with what you want to achieve. So I'm now going to go and do my gym session. So week 3 push session now. So it'll be pretty tough. I have a quick snack before I go and do that, and then crack on with the rest of my day. So I wanted to just leave that with you. You know, you do have to be patient when you're on a transformation journey and you're changing your physique. You have to be patient, but you also have to trust the process. Listen to your coach, trust the process. All right, don't give up at the first hurdle. If you are finding things difficult, then make it easier on yourself by making sure you're doing the little things right, yeah? And instead of decreasing your goal, increase your effort. And that's when you'll get, you know, that's when you'll really succeed. All right, so I'm going to go and smash the gym, and I will get back to you later on with all my results and show you before and after picture of my first 2 weeks on this program. All right, guys, catch you soon. Bye. Hi, guys. Right, so I've completed my gym session for the day. Those of you that follow my MyZone will see that my heart rate wasn't as high as it had been. My program has trained a little bit now. I'm looking for volume in my strength training, so my heart rate won't necessarily be as high, but my effort's still there. It's just that I've got I'm just lifting weights and I've got a longer program. I'll be there longer. So it's hard work, but in terms of heart rate, my heart rate won't be as high as previous. Okay, so it's all about volume now in my training. So I thought I would show you some of the results. Well, I'll basically show you my results over the last 2 weeks. So you can see here that the weight it's not fluctuated as much as it did in the first week. It's been steadily decreasing. I'm still doing AM and PM, so you can see there could be as much as 4 pound difference between my AM and PM measurement. You'll also see though that the body fat percentage is fluctuating a little bit, and this will happen. All right, we did get a question in, oh, my weight's gone down but my body fat percentage has gone up, is that normal? Well, if you're doing it every day, you'll see the fluctuations. But obviously if you've weighed yourself perhaps every 2 weeks or every 4 weeks, then yeah, of course you could jump on and your body fat percentage could be a little higher. And it's because they're not the most accurate measures. Yes, it's relative, but how hydrated you are can have a massive effect on the body fat percentage or the result that it throws up there on the scale. So I wouldn't worry too much about it. Just look at, one time you might get on and your weight will go down, your body fat percentage will go up. Another time you might go on there and your weight will stay the same, but your body fat percentage will drop. As long as they both come down, remember it's a percentage of your weight that is fat. So as long as your fat weight is coming down, then you've got nothing to worry about. And if you are in a calorie deficit, your weight will obviously come down, okay? Because that's what happens. So be warned, I'm now going to show you my body. All right, I'm only going to be in a pair of shorts, so you're going to see my body, and so I can show you exactly what's happened over the last 2 weeks. So here we go. Okay, so as you can see, I've lost nearly 1/2 stone in weight, and I've dropped 4% body fat. And what you can see is that, thankfully, I am not losing muscle, so I'm not turning into a skinny little runt. I'm actually in fact, I'm building a little bit of muscle whilst I'm in a calorie deficit, which is pretty goddamn cool. Now, it's all because of the little tricks I'm doing with nutrition, but you can see here that I'm cutting in a little bit. I'm showing a little bit more definition around my abs, around my chest, around my shoulders, around my arms, filling out a little bit across the back and shoulders as well, even though I'm in a calorie deficit. So they're pretty good results, to be fair, for 2 weeks. I'm pretty pleased with that. What I need to do now, as I was saying, increase the volume with my training, but also do a slight tweak, all right, with my nutrition. So my calories, are going to stay the same. So I'm going to stay in the same deficit, 2,050, all right, calories per day. So it's exactly the same as what I've done the last 2 weeks. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to increase my protein just by 5% and decrease my carbs by 5%. I've got enough energy, I can reduce them slightly. The reason I want to take my protein up is just to ensure that I keep hold of as much lean tissue as I can. In fact, if I could fill out a little bit more, I'd be even more happy. So I'm just going to increase my protein. So my macro splits just altering a little bit over the next 2 weeks, and then I'll take photos again and have a look and see how it's going. So this is what you need to do, right? You need to track your food, you need to track your training, and you need to track your progress. If you don't do it, you have not got a clue what's going on. All right, I may be able to look on the scales and say, yeah, I've lost some weight. I see myself in the mirror every day, so it's very difficult to see changes. Photos are the best way to do it because, you can see there's a significant change there, and it's only 2 weeks. So it's going to continue. So I'm looking forward to the changes that are coming next. All right. If you've got any questions about any of what I've talked about today, or any of the previous episodes, then please send them in. As I say, we like it, like receiving your comments, and we love your questions, because then we can just answer those in our next episodes. So I'll be back on Wednesday with number 8 of this series. All right, and I will catch you then. Have a good week. See ya. Bye.